making through the tools which I have there. I suppose this is not a healthy story to make, to be inspired by tools. Sometimes it's good, but usually this is not the things which can bring the best results when you're so concentrated about tools. And I read a story, one architect said about just simplistic pencil, that when you minimizing your tools of conceptualization, you kind of diving deeper into the essence, what you're going to tell, what you're going to deliver, rather than to just go and make extremely complicated tool set, but behind this tool set, you have nothing to tell. This is probably the greatest story, and I try to be really, really close. When your concept is nice, when your ideas is creative, even with your just pencil, and then you can transform it through different tools, and here they are. It's a kind of Houdini and other stuff, and probably the world of reality is always the biggest fascination when you can just take a simplistic, well, oh no, sorry, kind of part of life event, right? Everything goes wrong. You can just take think and play and understand how the real culture and how the real materials work, and then to mimic or maybe overstep in digital with this approach. Okay, I'm speaking too much about this stuff. And actually this one is pretty lovely. It's about my research. When I dive into exploration of something or someone, I love to just go and write down some ideas when I found some concepts, some stuff, and just kind of deep conceptualization. This is it. Okay. Alex asking me to turn on chat. So let me try to make it happen. So to turn chat on. Alex, please let me know what are you going to get from the chat, and what should I do? Not quite sure. I see that people are talking in the chat already. Okay, yeah, I'm from my phone, Alex. Sorry. Yeah, that's how it works here. So, and actually, this is the huge, enormously big TV, which is kind of hanging in the studio. It's kind of about 100 kilograms or something. It was extremely heavy, but we kind of found a way how to put it here. Yeah, it was a long story. But actually, the studio is pretty much kind of finalized in London, and that's kind of where I spent almost all my time just thinking and making models and play with real materials and digital concepts. So this is it, and let's go. We have a couple of ideas which we're going to to go through today. Just let me. Okay. Just let me. Okay, it's very cool. Yeah. Let me please. So okay, I will play with composition a little bit. Okay. Yeah, it's better. And what we're going to talk is. So Alex, my dear friend, can you send me the thing which? Okay, this is it. So. Last week, I spoke to Ash Thorpe, and it was pretty cool. Actually, it's a third time, and we decided to speak quite often. And it was 7 years ago when we recorded our first conversation, and then after 3 years, we recorded the second one. And through this time, I moved from Ulyanovsk to Moscow, I got kids, and I just said to Ash, "Hey, man, it would be so great to kind of make these slices of time with our podcasts." And this is it, kind of. We decided to make it every 3 years, and life is going, and everything is changing all the time, and it's pretty much what we're going to capture. The happen, what happens, what is going on, and where everything is going. It's pretty interesting. So we recorded the third episode, and it will be, I hope, quite soon. I'm not sure when. Alex will tell you definitely when it's going to be. And yeah, sorry, let me push play here. Okay. And really lovely how everything is moving, and how 7 years ago, when we recorded the first one, I was alone in my studio in Yanovsk. And now just so many crazy things happened, and I have 2 studios, and a crazy amount of wonderful people around, crazy amount of projects which we are working together. And 7 years ago, I had no ideas what to do with my passion. I loved and I still love kind of this visual storytelling, away from words, but only through visuals. But it was impossible. It was a thing from kind of my fantasies. And through these years, all this NFT revolution happened, and all these galleries and curators now understand that, yeah, probably digital art is the form of art or something. And game design became a big part of my life. I spent years thinking about how to make my own game. And this journey was pretty much crazy and unpredictable. And I made a company, and I walked through game production, and I realized that what I really want to do is not what I'm doing at the moment. And so crazy amount of stuff has happened, and that's what I really love about this idea. It's a kind of every 3 years we can just jump into this conversation, make a fixation, and go further. So pretty much this is it. So the third episode will be quite soon. You can listen to the first one and the second one, and kind of get the main sense of what is going on, and how we kind of talk about our life, our principles, and our kind of life. Sorry, it's a little bit loud here. Next time I will go to my kind of special place in basement. Yeah, so sorry. Yeah, just 1 second. I'm just one. Okay, it will be better. So it's wonderful. Alex, please, my friend, share in the chat previous episodes. And it's actually Tarkovsky, one of my favorite directors, had this idea to tell the story through the language of cinema, but not as a just one event, but as a big story, when the whole life of your character is just cut through different stages, and you can see through the time how something is going on. So we spoke about Tarkovsky, we spoke about life and death, and we spoke with Ashley in our third episode. We spoke about NFTs, we spoke about galleries, about collectors, about all this completely different stuff, and we spent a lot of time. It's probably 2.5 hours, or maybe something close to 3 hours. So it's pretty much kind of completely insane amount of time, something around 3 hours. So, and it will be quite soon. So just please, I will share it definitely every. So, okay, next one is next question, which we're going to talk today about BBC. And I had a huge pleasure to speak BBC. It's a really nice show, Digital Humans. You can check it out. It's already a couple of really interesting show episodes there. And the episode where I became a guest is quite interesting. It's about algorithms and how algorithms helps us to shape, or maybe not helps, maybe to kind of ruining our lives. How all the information which we have at the moment brought here to us through different algorithms on Instagram, on Twitter, everywhere. So probably you all are here because of algorithms, because somewhere some algorithms decided to show something about me somewhere, and you started to make your own research, but definitely your own stuff, your own deep diving, only after you get this algorithmical kind of presentation of this new information. So, and we spoke about this thing. It's pretty interesting how hard nowadays is it to creators, how crazy and kind of impossible sometimes it's for viewers, because you see only not what you want to see. And actually it's a big question about what do you actually want. And okay, huge amount of questions. We covered a lot of them. So check it out, BBC Digital Humans. And it's pretty much, well, let's think about this program probably. And PlayStation, yeah, this thing is going to be a topic for our next 15 minutes, and we will talk about PlayStation. So with PlayStation, we have special relationships. So especially I have completely special relationships because my first PlayStation became probably biggest event in my life, when I met some digital environments which gave me ability to just be there. It's a kind of, this escapistic way of perceiving digital worlds, when you just can be, experience, and use this wonderful product as your portal into these wonderful new worlds. And I was 10 or something when I got PlayStation 1. And through my life, now I am 37, I had PlayStation, I had some conversations about games, I had something always quite close to me. So the world of gaming is so fascinating, and not especially about gaming, but especially about how computer graphics and how all the revolution which we have at the moment is predicted and is moved by games. Because kind of this war between processors, between video cards, between best graphics, between engines, it's so kind of complicated, and it's so kind of harsh that everyone is trying to beat opponents and create something new. So it's a pretty healthy story when you get this competition, and we are, as players, as kind of people who experience it. So I will close the door. We get the benefits. We get the best results. It's games. It's artificial intelligence and its first attempts as ChatGPT and everything, because only video cards made it happen. So games are still in our lives, even when we do not think about games. So, and all my life I had completely close relationships with PlayStation. Then people from PlayStation came, and we started to talk. I had a couple of projects, and then launch of PlayStation 5 happened, and it's probably one of the biggest experiences in my life when when it happened. I remember that I sat on the couch with my family